I'm gonna have to rain down in a godlike fucking firestorm on you.
Welcome, World Attackers. This is Warp 103 here, and we are reviewing the Grille 15. As you can see here, this is your new tank for those that have the Waffen trigger like I do. And essentially, I'm not exactly happy. And you'll see why in just a second. So this is the photo of the Waffen. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay. Now, when I did my review of the Waffen, you can see by the crew that I have 2 full skills and essentially 68% on my work my 3rd skill. So this tank has brothers in arms and a lot of things that'll make this tank fire better, have a better view range, and basically made to hit weak spots and things like that. Okay, so therefore, coming from my point of view as a person that had a tank for a while, anyone that has it for a while coming in is going to see this. Okay, well, I have first set of skills on it, maybe the second set. You're going to feel the difference in the tank right away. Okay, now in this battle here, I did 3,000 some odd in damage, 3 kills, as you'll see later on in replays. Okay. That was a defeat, which is not really a big deal. Again, shots fired. I just want to show you shots fired. 8 shots fired, 6 hit, 5 pin, meaning that snapshotting this tank, forget about it. It's not going to work. Now, as you can see here, this is the tier 9. Notice my numbers. Shell damage, penetration, fairly the same. Rate of fire, faster on the tier 9 than it is on the tier 10, so I have a shorter reload time. But my gun transfers all the way around, whereas the other one, now 50 degrees on both sides. So therefore, when you try to peek around the corner and get a shot off and duck for cover, you cannot do it. The other problem with this tank is this. Again, your cell penetration is virtually the same, a little bit higher, as the tier 9. So basically, I have a tier 10 tank that does the same shell penetration as the tier 9. Oh joy. Okay, that's not very good. Well, maybe people are talking about, but it has an excellent aim time. Your aim time means bupkis when you cannot keep it stable, so your bloom is so big that you have to anticipate where the target is going to be at. So you aim forward, and if the target doesn't hit that location, of course you have to move your reticle to the target. That bloom makes it horrible. Okay, so, well, accuracy. Great accuracy. You'll see in replays coming that accuracy again, since it's a German tank, accuracy means bupkis. If it's a Russian tank with 3.6 or 3.9 accuracy, it seems to be able to hit things at a distance. Whereas this here, even though it has an excellent dispersion for firing, when you fired, you lined up on a target, fully aimed in, and no, still manages to shots go everywhere else but where it's supposed to be. Again, not too much different from the 32 aim time. And again, we've all can counter this, but it has a low, it can hit anything. It's like a laser. No. Well, on to the replays, and you'll see what I'm talking about, and I'll get into it there. Alright, here's a review of the tank. As you can see here, it's fairly fast to get into position, so if you're a medium tank driver, you're going to love this tank. Unfortunately, I'm not a medium tank driver, so therefore, Wargaming just said basically Kong F you to me. Now, why is that? Well, because the Waffen trigger was broken. Blah blah, cry me a river. Essentially, they replaced it with this tank here because people cried, and more QQ. Okay, so your replacement, all right, is this tank here. Now, as you can see here, the bloom is horrible. So if you're thinking you're going to snipe with this tank, think again. Now, if you don't move your reticle, you're golden, you're great. But this is a tank game. You have to move it. So therefore, the bloom, as soon as you move it to... Oh, look at that bloom. It almost went to the full edges of the screen. But you have a short aim time of 1 second. Yeah. Unless the target stays still like this guy did. Yeah. That makes no difference at all. Okay. So the naysayers say, well, it's fast. Why the hell do we care? It's a tank destroyer. It's supposed to be in a bush to snipe you and kill you. Again, it's like this and don't move. You're gravy. It's all good. Let your target have to move. And then you see all the deficiencies of the tank. See? Again, fully aimed in shot. There's no rock in the way. Nothing. Misses. So your accuracy that's supposed to be so wonderful means absolutely dick because of RNGesus at 25%. Okay. Well, I see no more targets up here, so now I guess it's time for me to move. Now again, I'm going up the hill. I'm doing 45, 48. Wow. Blistering speed. Again, mobility-wise, great. No one can complain about the mobility. Now, I want you to see this. I get over to where this bush is, and I am far away from my target, and guess what? I'm turning, and I'm lit! Wow! That was fast. Took one hit. And, well, as you see, target priority. Okay. So, now this is the other problem. If you're in the... Excuse me. Well, come on. Yep, that's another part of my hit points gone. 2 shots. And I'm nearly at 0 hit points. Again, in my Waffen trigger, 2 shots would not have taken me to almost 0 hit points. Why? Because anything, no matter where it hits on this tank, can do major damage. If they load HE, I'm dead. Oh, wow. Okay, well, on to the next battle. Okay, this is the next battle. Alright, again, mobility-wise, speed, great. If I wanted a medium tank, or if I'm a medium tank driver, I'm loving this. I can get in a position fast, be able to get shots on target fast. Okay. Now, in a second, you're going to see targets pop up to my... Okay, now you see the targets pop up. Now, I'm going to swing my gun over and look at the bloom. Wow. That's just horrible. Okay, so I showed you the bloom. Now, this is what happens as soon as I fire. I'm spotted. There's no doubt about it. So I got a shot off, and yep, there's half my health. Wow. So within what? 1 minute into the match, you're automatically going to be down at least 2/3 of your health. Okay, because you have 0 armor. So it doesn't matter where you're at on the fucking map. Unlike the other Waffentrigger, they have to aim for your head. If they aim for your body, you know, you have more, you can actually bounce it. Now this is the other problem. I'm at range, so I'm doing what a tank destroyer is supposed to do. But since I have the penetration of a tier 9, even though I'm a tier 10, you've already seen me shoot 3 times at that same target. Only hit once. So your DPM means shit if you can't penetrate it. So that really rolls out the role of being a TD. Well, oh no, wait a minute. You're supposed to aim for weak spots. Okay, again, at the range that I'm supposed to be able to aim for weak spots, I can't see a weak spot, number one. Okay, well, as soon as I have to get in range to actually hit a weak spot, like I did in the last match that you've seen, I'm spotted, and then I get walloped by everything. So as for TD wise, that's shit. Well, people say, well, but that's the same thing as the other Waffentrigger, the E100. Ah, but here's the difference. I can go into the city with the other Waffentrigger and unload my 4-shot clip into somebody and run away. Because they're scared of that. If I do the exact same thing and go into the city with this tank here and fire point blank as you've seen, I'm dead. Because they don't fear me. Oh, okay, you're going to do 700 damage. But if they're shooting HE at me 2 shots, and well, I'm history. Oh, that's no good. So if Brawling's out, and so is being a traditional TD is out, what point is this tank? Okay, well, everybody compares it. Well, it's the Scorpion of its tier. Have you ever noticed that the Scorpion is actually a premium tank, and not in standard rotation? Why? Because it sucks. That's why it's about to get a buff. Because everybody knows the same thing. Okay, so I'm going premium here and shoot for the lower plate. Again, do my max damage. Now, if I was in the other Waffentrigger, I would have unloaded into him and more than likely killed him. But in this case here, I can't do that. I have to sit there and wait for my reload, and